welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to make a baby NIFFLER squishy, and the reason that I wanted to do this is obviously because of Fantastic Beasts being released on Friday, and I'm so excited about it. Like, I cannot wait to go to the cinema and see it. But yeah, I just wanted to make a NIFFLER inspired squishy for the longest of times, and when I seen that they had baby NIFFLERs, I just had to kind of like try and copy the image. The thing is, this little guy looks great from the front. Look at him, he looks so sweet, but then from the side he's like, what is that? It's not the right shape, and I'm well aware of that, but I've spent like 3 days doing this, so I figured I would just post it anyway. There's just something not quite right here. I think his face and everything is just a bit too long, and I've just kind of messed it up a little bit, but we're just going to turn him that way and have him looking real cute from this direction. So anyway, if you want to see how I made it, then just keep on watching.
I went ahead and took a block of memory foam and I just went ahead and drew a rough oval shape, and then I just cut it out to make a 3D version of that. I basically just copied the shape of a potato or a sum sum or just something like that. I have to warn you now that this voiceover is going to be so hard for me to do because I've already tried this 3 times and it's just not getting any better. So I'm still going to bring you this video, it's just my voiceover is not going to be great. So anyway, what I went ahead and did was I just shaped this out into like a real fat pebbly potato, and then I went ahead and did some little legs from it, and in order to put the legs on I popped some little snips on and then removed the middle part just by cutting it off with my fabric scissors, and then I just slit the bit in half which was left, and then shaped out each piece to kind of make the little kind of chubby little legs. And yeah, that's what I did, and then I smoothed it all out with my scissors until I was happy with the overall shape. Once I had the overall shape done, I then went ahead and drew out an oval shape kind of the same size as the end of that original body shape, and I just went ahead and rounded that out like an oval as well, but I actually made sure to leave a bit on it to make the NIFFLER's nose, beak part, whatever you call that part of the NIFFLER. Maybe it's mouth, I think it's a beak, something like a platypus, but I'm not sure. So yeah, I made sure that that piece was left on this oval, and then I went ahead and just smoothed it and shaped it into a semicircle so it looked like it was coming out of the facial bit. So yeah, I just marked that out and then kind of snipped all the way around it and then smoothed it out, made it nice and smooth, and this is so hard to explain. Honestly, I've done this 3 times and I still am not any better at it, so hopefully you can just watch the video and kind of see what I did. So this was the point where I realised that I needed another section between the actual body and the face part of the NIFFLER, and I actually went ahead with those off-cut pieces trying to figure out which one was the best one to kind of fill that gap. I definitely did not do this the greatest, that's why it looks really weird at side profile. But anyway, what I went ahead and did was added some hot glue and just hot glued a piece in there, and then attached that to the body and then attached the face to that piece so that it was all one bit. And then I went ahead and shaped it just to try and blend that in, and that's the bit I was not very good at. So if you are going to do this technique, I would recommend giving it a more flat neck rather than it looking like it's constantly wearing a little helmet, which is what mine does, which the poor thing, it is really cute, but this bit just doesn't know favors. It almost looks like it's got a little helmet on. So then what I went ahead and did was just attach a little bit to the bum of the NIFFLER, and I just hot glued that into place, and then I just shaped it whilst it was on there to create a little tail. I also then went back in and just smoothed out the overall shape just to make it nice and smooth, especially on the mouth and stuff. And then I went and cut little hands from off-cut pieces of memory foam, and just taking one dot of hot glue, I hot glued them to the legs and the arms of the little NIFFLER. I did this to all 4 legs in total. Once I was completely happy with the shape, I then took my barbecuing skewer, which is actually just a metal one for barbecues, and I just popped this right the way through the NIFFLER. I did feel really bad for doing this because it did look really sweet and I just kind of stabbed it right through the middle. But I wanted it to be able to stand up by itself so that I could paint the whole entire thing and not have to worry about turning it over and wasting time for one side to dry before I could switch over for the other side to dry and so on. And this is a great technique to be able to do that. I then went ahead with a blue puffy paint mixture and I just started painting on the base layer in this colour. There's no particular reason other than the fact that I did have a lot of this blue colour already mixed up and didn't want to waste it. I used to just paint the white layer first of all because I don't want to waste any of my colours, but because I already had this mixed up, I just went ahead and used this. So you can obviously paint yours white to begin with, or brown, or just whatever you have around. I just had this blue, so that's why I used that. There really is nothing else to it. I knew that I was going to be doing at least 5 layers of the brown so that you would never see this blue through anyway, so I just used it up until it was all gone. Then I went ahead and mixed some brown into that colour and just then started painting the whole entirety of the shape in this colour. And like I said, I did end up doing 5 layers of the brown in total. This is the first layer that I'm doing here. It goes on really loosely and you have loads of air holes showing, but with the more and more layers you do, the more slow rising it will be, and like the more the air and stuff gets trapped in. I am actually using a paintbrush because it's just easier to get a nice thin coat and get into all the little bits. I would usually use a lollipop stick, but on this occasion I just used a paintbrush and it was absolutely fine. You can use whatever tools you want to, I mean it really doesn't matter, but yeah, the paintbrush you definitely need to build up more layers because it kind of like helps it to soak into the sponge, which isn't ideal. Anyway, this is the 5th layer of the brown I'm doing now, and I've actually removed the skewer so that I can kind of like build up the holes that were left by it and be able to trap the air in a little bit more. But what I actually went ahead and did on this layer was I actually went ahead and popped a strip of white on it so that I was able to buff that into the colour and make the strip like the white strip that I found on a baby NIFFLER on Google. I know baby NIFFLERs are going to be in Fantastic Beasts 2, but obviously it's coming out on Friday and I haven't seen it yet, but I have seen this picture on Google with the baby NIFFLERs with like a little gingery brown one with a white stripe around it, and that's one that I wanted to replicate. I know the original NIFFLER is black, but like I said, I wanted to do a baby one and I figured I would just do one of the patterns that one of the babies had because it's so cute. Anyway, what I then went ahead and did was added a whole load of white into a small bit of that brown colour, and this just made a nice tan colour which I was able to paint on the little like nosy, mouthy, beaky part of the NIFFLER. And I also went ahead and painted all of like the little hands and feet in this colour also, just to kind of set them apart from the original brown colour of the squishy. I also know that the little NIFFLER's hands are of a tan colour because, you know, in in Fantastic Beasts 1, the NIFFLER in it is so cute and it's just little hands and stuff are just so adorable. So yeah, I just went ahead and painted those in the tan colour to set them apart from the rest of the body. This is definitely where like the handiness of a paintbrush came in, as I was able to like really place it on nice and neatly. And I also went back in with the original brown colour just to add an extra bit of like feathering to the white to kind of blend it in a little bit more. Once I was completely happy with all the colours and the like hands and feet and mouth and everything like that were completely painted on, I just went ahead and painted on 2 big black eyes either side of the mouth. I felt like almost this were a little bit too big, and that's definitely when I realised that the shape of it was completely wrong. But anyway, I then went ahead and painted the 2 dots on the mouth and added some brown into the black. I just went ahead and created like a darker version of that tan just to add some detail on the NIFFLER's mouth to make it look like it was slightly open. I then left that to dry again.
Once all the paint and everything like that was fully dry, my squishy was then complete. I'm not 100% happy with how it turned out, if I'm being completely honest. Like, there's no line around here. Just from the side profile, it's all kinds of wrong. Like, from the back, you know, doesn't look too bad. From like this sort of angle, don't look too bad. From the front, I think it looks quite cute. You can kind of tell what it is, but from the side, it's like, what is that? I've got the angles all wrong. And yeah, like maybe he should have just like had that bit there cut off and his face be a little bit further in there, like kind of like that. But you know, this is the way it's turned out and there's nothing I can do about it now. But yeah, he squishes like okay. It's like a really anti-climax squishy for as long as it's taken me. He's really soft to squish. Like, look, just putting my hand in it, he really indents really nicely. But because of all the little bits on him, he's not that slow rising. Like, you can kind of hear the air coming in and out really, really easily, which isn't something that you want, but look. He looks like he's so happy, just like squeeze him there, just like he's got a real tickly tummy, which is kind of cute. I think this one here is definitely going to be more of a display purpose. This one just like sat up on my shelf and not to be kind of squished because it's not very satisfying, which, you know, is a bit of a letdown because I wanted this one to be really good, but it's just not. Just look at him, we can just cradle him like this. Oh, little cutie. Anyway, I'm gonna go and yeah, start on another squishy and hopefully they'll be better than this one. So anyway, I hope you will have a fantastic day today and I will see you tomorrow for another DIY. Bye!